Yo. What's up, guys? Is this on? My the streaming software is messing up, or YouTube or something. It looks like it's live. It says live 2 minutes, but it's been circling going live. Come on, YouTube, get it together. What's up? Let me know if you guys can hear me if this is live. Chomp Chomp, Deputy Donnie, Stalkers, Soul, what up? What up? Donnie, welcome as a supporter. I think that's what that means. You joined the membership? Welcome. Haven't seen that in a live chat yet, so didn't know what that was going to look like. Bro, this software is going to annoy me. I don't think refreshing it will be a problem. I'm going to try refreshing it. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Now it's working. Anyway, you can hear me. Cool. Yeah, YouTube was frozen in the studio, but OBS looked all right, so I figured we were good. I saw you guys talking in the chat. What is up? How's everyone's day going? Have you guys done your tournament? All right. Seems a little laggy at the moment. I'm gonna. Speaking of that, let me do a quick. Give it a second here. Okay. Seeing a tier 16 tower. Me struggling in tier 2 to do a Deso run for attack. Oh. Yeah, we're farming tier 16 right now. I only did that because it's a shorter run before the tournament, and I knew I was going to have to quit out and not get as far as we could. So, what are we at to? 160? It's good enough. We're going to need to quit it so we can start our... I didn't want to be starting too late today. But good luck in Deso run, your just dissonance run for your attack. Those are difficult, especially if you're... depending on how far ahead you are. Let's go ahead and exit this. We got a ticket. What do we got in the battle conditions? I know I put them in the thing, but I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah. So, that's going to be fun. So, ranged ultimate. It's fun, but it's like these complement it all right. Like, you know, we got more. We're gonna have more ranges. They're gonna be attacking faster. I won't be able to hold them back as much. So if knockback resistance, we may want to try a bit more range, yeah, so that we can increase how long it takes for them to get into range to shoot. That makes sense, right? We don't want to make that smaller, because if you make it smaller, they spawn closer to the tower. If my logic is not wrong there, someone let me know. Let me jump in real quick and see. Five 43 waves in Legends. That's pretty good. Hey, that's good for you, isn't that? Like, don't you usually get a little less? That sounds pretty good. The conditions weren't crazy. Are you gonna stay with that? Let me see the conditions: knockback, tanks, basics, death rate, orb, energy shield. Yeah, those aren't awful. Man, fast is the one I hate everything. Master of CW, what up? Really curious how it goes today. Hard BCs. I'm in champs, so they're not really hard, but they do complement each other. I don't know if you saw, if you got jumped in when I was just saying that, but like the knockback resistance and the enemy attack speed and more enemies all kind of help whatever the ultimate thing is. So ultimate range isn't cool. Oh yeah, I started this to double check some stuff. Let's do toggle. We're going to make sure cinema's off. We want to turn the pause on. We're going to show the range. Let's go ahead and put on black hole, chrono field, chain lightning, spotlight. Okay, just for funs. Okay, so we definitely looks like, yeah, so they can't shoot until they're under the black hole. That was what I wanted to double check. Make sure the range can't fire until they're under the black hole effect. And I think that's about where I want it to go. Any higher than that, I think they're going to be iffy. Can't really zoom in to see, but we can maybe push a couple more meters, but I ain't worried about it. I want to keep it there, I think. Okay. Let's jump out of here. I've seen a Legends bracket today with 1,800 for keys and 900 to stay. 900 to stay? Well, dang. People are smashing the Legends today. I'm not in Legends. We are not in the Legends. Let's see. I guess we're going to just use the regular old. We'll level those up, and then we'll swap them for Wave Skip and Death Ray. We're not going to need Wave Accelerator or Recovery Package. We don't have the uptime. Currently 21st. You should stay. You're in Greenie and Bronzo, or Bronzo, in Greenie and Bonzo's bracket. That's cool. Did they start together on purpose, or was that just a lucky random happenstance? And you were probably watching his stream, weren't you? I don't know if anyone's not started their champ bracket and wanted to, but as long as you're not gonna get first place, then be better than me. I gotta get first place. No, I gotta at least get second place, but we gotta get first. Insomnia's already too late for him to join me. He said he'd come harass me again one day. I was like, well, I don't plan on being in. I don't plan on being down here too long. We're gonna leave ASAP. I hope, as long as there's no crazy other rock stars joining at the same time. What am I looking for? Death penalty. All right. Man, they're getting so expensive. All my money I make goes into the freaking modules. Look, next one is 41Q. I don't know if 210, 209 might be my limit. Man. I think there's 41Q to level up again. That's why I can't afford to do any labs. Would this wave skip help us if I rushed it? I don't think so. Nah. That's too many. If it was like 20 gems, maybe. Fetch, summon. Bonzo joined at 10 seconds after tournament available, and Greenie usually starts at 9. Is that 10 seconds or 10 minutes? Either 10 minutes, either way, yeah. That's pretty cool. That's funny. So you just joined at 10 minutes after. What up, mediocre? Is that mediocre one? Dang, I am complaining about 1T. You'll get there. Okay, everything's looking good there. We got our tournament card on. We got our mods equipped. We'll go with Pulsar. Since scatters is going to be a problem later, I guess we'll leave orbital augment on, because scatters are going to be a problem late in the wave. They go up a lot after 200 again, I think. Yeah, no, I'm at 210. Like, it's going to be definitely, everyone's crazy. Do you have the coin discount lab for the modules? Yes, it's at max. Maxed lab there. So that's with the full module reduction cost. But I mean, it is 8,500 shards, so that takes a good minute to stack up. But I get them faster than I get the coin. At this rate, I was saying that a long time ago when I got the RCP or RPC mastery card. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit a thing eventually where I'm not gonna be able to buy them. That happened way later than I first anticipated, but might be a time to invest in assist mod efficiency so I can level those instead. Right. I was saying that to somebody recently. I think maybe I don't know who I was telling, but I was thinking that too. It might be time to split those so I don't have to level them max, because right now leveling on the max is the best, coin efficiency. But I mean, the UWs and stuff, I really just need to do it for tournaments. I can just not worry about it in farming. The only problem is I want to make sure I keep the gold available so that I can, or the coin available so I can level it for tournaments. Currently holding 15. Let's go ahead and jump into this. What am I waiting for? And then I'll read the rest of the chat, because we're going to be going intro sprint for a good minute. Attack and ally. Just make sure. Just doing a quick run through again. Tournament. And I did change the range. Okay. Let's go. Currently holding 15th with over 1320, but there's a sleeper. Next place is 1700. Well, hopefully that sleeper continues to sleep or does not do near as good as you. Fleet doesn't matter. We're not hitting a fleet down here. It'll just be ranges, and then we'll kill everything else. Okay. Who's excited about bot presets? And I said his name right. Yes, thank you. Well, I figured I can read the... I had to decode it though, but yes. Who's excited about the bot presets? Going to be huge as long as it doesn't cost a metric ton of gems. So, yeah, it depends what the unlock is, but I imagine they said attainable or affordable or something is the word going around. That they didn't want to make it a high cost or something out of range. So it really depends what that cost is to level them. But yeah, it's kind of, I'm excited, of course, because then we can do we'll be able to push milestones. But if you think about it, everybody that is, like right now in this tournament, right? We're doing the tournament here. I have a gold bot with majority of my medals and some in flame bot. Most people don't do that, and they're either all in the gold bot or they're like all in the flame bot, and they're farming with less gold, just sacrificing their gold bot, so they have or ant bot or whatever they're further ahead and have enough for all of them. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are compromising and getting one or the other. And if most people are going with economy though, right? So most people have golden bot and they're not doing the flame or the ant bot. And they're still just going into the tournaments, because you can't respec them as easily as your workshop, right? You can only do it once per event. So it's not like people are respecing them every tournament right now. Well, with bot respecs or presets, we are going to be doing that. So everybody's going to be dumping maximum medals they got into their ant bot, flame bot, whatever their bot of choice is. So it will kind of change the dynamic a little bit in the tournaments. Everybody's going to be buffed in that regard, though. So it may be like a flat gain if not negative, for people that are invested in it right now, because the people who are not invested in it are going to be boosted up to their level. The people who are heavily invested in their tournament bots negating the economy are going to be on the same level as everyone else soon. What up, Ackerbrosk and Netterby? How to do in champs? We are doing the champs run now, as you see. So I was just yapping away there, but we are started our run finally. Now maybe I want to move my orbs a little bit. Solved, what up? Welcome, bro. Good to see you. Thank you. And Hexen Priest, bro, how you doing? How's your tournament going? Master CW, you can de-level your generator for tournaments and your cannon for farming. That's true. I could swap them around. So, the labs, I don't really have a terrible. I could put some more in Workshop Plus. I could definitely, I would love to do more coin, but I don't have a whole bunch of labs that are that close in reach right now. They're all going to be like 100 Q or more. Which, yeah, I could pull out. Probably can get a little over 100 Q. But the labs that I would like to do, I should say, that are ones that are out of reach, like Utility 9 is 400 Q or something. That's a little up there. All the new T19 labs we just unlocked. Those are a little high though. AK Games, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes. Hope you guys are doing good in your tournaments today. Your sleeper is still T22. Can barely beat some T20. Oh, so yeah, hopefully he stays asleep then, right? Let's go. I hate those workshop events. Workshop mines, I mean. Because I don't do not kill anything when farming with them. So that's good that we got that done. Oki Gaming, what's up, bro? Good to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Alright, so we're finally maxed out on level skips. Synapse Reborn, what up? Welcome, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, too. Hope your week is going well and tournament's good. Waiting on your farm to finish so you can be obliterated in Legends. I mean, somebody up to who was I can't Master CW says the 900 demoting in Legends. He's seen a bracket with that, which is crazy. But I'm hearing everyone's getting high waves, so you may be able to do some good wave count, but it may not. Everyone else might be doing it too. Alright, let's go ahead and put. Even though we ain't skipping any waves yet, we're already maxed in the good stuff. You're 16th now. Oh no, no keys. Bump, 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 bump. That's okay. You'll be okay. You can do it next week. Oh no, I did change the size of my game. Okay, hold on. Alright, there it goes. Is it still on the full screen? Okay. Clicking around too much. I wanted to see what our health's at. Hey, halfway there at 400. I'll take it. How's your death wave? Hey, I just checked the death wave health. So you're probably seeing it as you type that, right after you type it. After the tournament today, you'll be the proud owner of Coin Mastery. Nice. Congrats. That's a good one. I mean, it's even depending where you're at. If you got the higher your coin multiplier, the better it is. Or just the higher coins that you're, because it kind of multiplies everything. But if it's not your first one, right? Because it's not a good one then usually. But still, congrats. That's an expensive one and a good one to get out of the way and in the belt. Alright, let's pick this up so the little red thing goes away because... Boom. Okay. Ooh, we're going to get close to being able to... Not today, but we're going to get close to another click. 86. 86. And then I need to work on the range a little bit. It's a little shallow here. Look, it's not very big. In fact, I can maybe work on the range first. I think it's my 13th. Okay, yeah. Whoo, 13th. So, wait. So then, yeah, that's going to be a big boost for you probably from where you're at. I got a probably like my 8th or 9th or something. I know that every level of it definitely felt the coins jump. It was nice. It might actually be worth to drop some of the G-Bot to max that F-Bot with how much value the last few clicks give for reduction. Yeah, no, that's definitely true, but bot presets around the corner. We were just talking about, like, I can wait a week or two. 3 weeks maybe. They haven't changed their target for August yet, so right now we should see it here shortly. We're almost halfway through August. It's got to be around the corner. If they turn around and say, hey, it won't be till September or something happened in the beta and we gotta put it off until the end of September, mid-September, then maybe we'll look at that. But with it that close, I'm just gonna wait because we're gonna probably need to still spend whatever to respec your stuff for those presets anyway. So the first time anyway. But then we're gonna do full on F-Bot. In fact, we're gonna do F-Bot and B-Bot as our because we'll be able to have some overflow. I did a little bit. If I don't fully max the range, which I don't think we're gonna need 100% max range, we can throw a little B-Bot on with it. I don't remember why I clicked that. What was I gonna say? B-Bot. Yeah, we're gonna probably do some B-Bot. Oh, the labs. That's why I was going to. I already started threw these labs on a little bit ago, and I had to do the math on cooldown. So I think I can get to like 8 or 11. No higher than 11, and then that way it's like 3 clicks or something to get to 100 seconds for now. I want to be able to at least get it for farming run to max my to match my golden bot, and it's on a 100-second timer right now. We'll look at the math and how cost efficiency of dropping it lower later, because I know I will want it to go off faster than that for tournaments if I can. So many. I'm preparing to get my 4th yet. Your 4th, yeah, nice. Hey, we all gotta start somewhere. It wasn't that long ago you had none. So, let's go. How many more waves on average does a second wind give people in tournaments? I don't know if the second wind itself I mean, depends where it's at. Like in the beginning, like 15, 30 waves maybe, in a Legends tournament when I was doing like 200 or 300. But once everything's leveled and it's fully max, like I'll run in second wind for all the 100 waves or 200 waves on top of my normal wave, or until it goes off, I should say. So it's it turns into like basically just a normal, like you're gonna wait for it to go off, and that's where you continue for like a good while. Mind showing your current bot setup. Yeah, we were looking at it again. Let's go back there one more time while I read the rest of the chat, because I'm falling behind. Hex and Priest there. Oh, he's talking with Hex and Priest. They're such a big boost. Wants to keep it going. That's what it seems weak. Yeah. Mind showing your current bots? Yes. Jinzor, what's up? Yo, good luck. Thank you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, if I can get bot presets in the new patch, I've got to get going on those labs. Yeah, that's what I just thought of it this week, so I'm way behind. Like I had no inclination of doing the bot labs for bot until I just crossed my mind. I was like, hey, presets are around the corner. I'm going to be able to use Golden Bot and bot and probably Flame Bot and bot. I haven't even researched it fully to see boost the other bot's effects. So I'm assuming that will boost the damage reduction too. I've never even 100% looked into it because I was not even going to be getting bot anytime soon. I split my, as you saw there, let me go back to that screen real quick. Boop. So most people don't do that and split their stuff like I did, but I was just antsy. My tournaments wasn't doing as good, and I wanted to get some damage reduction. I didn't have Chrono Field, I didn't have Poison Swamp. I was like, I need to get some other more damage reduction, even if it was a little bit. So I've been slowly walking this up. Well, I recommend most people do that? Probably not, but it worked for me. Once it hit around 50% is where it started being kind of noticeable. Like if I toggled it off, I would definitely get less waves. But I went straight for cooldown first and then that. But I lowered my Golden Bot to 6 time instead of, at the time I could get to like 7.6. So I sacrificed a 1.6. Granted, if I dumped the continuing metals I've been earning into that, I could probably, my Golden Bot would be probably pretty good. I think I got like 29,000 or 20. I have to go look how many medals we got after this tournament. Good luck, better conditions and Legends than Champs. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was saying that in the beginning. I'm like, the range assist, or the range all on its own, I'm not worried about terribly, but throw those other things together, and it's like they're attacking faster, they got a knockback resistance, there's more of them because the more enemies. I was like, yeah, that part, that's a little nervousing. Okay, we're at 1,000, and we're max. We're good, so Death Wave's max at 1,000. We're gonna fully. I expect to go to 1,800 and drop out of Interspirit naturally, but we'll see. I don't expect to get wrecked that bad by the conditions. I was finishing my Amp Bot labs in the preset announcement, and now I'm working on bot. Nice. Yeah. I just started them this week. Duration's going to be a long one, so I really wish I threw it on earlier. You want a max F-bot reduction before you start B-bot, by the way. Yeah, whenever the presets come up, and I'll grab out how many medals we have by then, and I'll plug them into a calculator before I do it. Range is the only one that I don't think I'll need 100% max right away. I can sacrifice a little there, but I definitely going to go full reduction, full cooldown. More range than we got now. This is way too small, but I know that I'm only, I think I got like 25% more I could get or something, clicks wise. I can't remember where I got to on the last time I was in the calculator. The only thing I have left on G-Bot is duration, and that feels so useless. It's like 900 medals for 0.5 seconds. I know, it's crazy. Yeah. I don't even... I dropped mine from 38 to 30 and then put it all into bonus, and that was a way better investment. This is like way like a while ago I did that. So I was like, yeah, duration is at least until your other stuff's done. Now, granted, if your cooldown's close enough that you're getting it to where it's almost full max uptime or something, yeah, then maybe. But even then, like, is a half second off from full uptime that big of a deal? But I don't think you can get to full uptime. I don't think so, anyway. Not without maybe some new substats. Imagine if they had like a mod substat. That's what we need, right? More things to... Oh, look, of course it's going to be a participate in a tournament comes up now. Thank you, game. All right, let's go ahead and look at the bracket, though, because we have not looked at the bracket. We're not even in first place because I keep going in the menus and things are pausing. Let's see who we're up against. 245 relics. Oh, goodness. Tier 19, 104, Legends 28. Oh, that's not good. How come he's never been that higher than Legends with Tier 19? And 245 relics means he's been around for a minute. So he should have labs worked on for a while, or he's just buying every single pack of medals. Either way, that guy a little bit worries me. 18, 250, 28, 194. Yeah, he doesn't really worry me too much. No. Yeah, because here's what I'm at. See, I'm only at 215 relics, so I'm a good, what's that, like 40 relics or 30 relics behind him. But my weight is a little bit higher on tier 19, so that's why he's iffy. We'll see. Yeah, there's some higher legends in this one. A couple tier 19 guys, but they haven't ever gotten higher than out of... They've always demoted, though. 252 relics, and he's demoted every time out of legends. What is going on in the world today? That's two guys that have been... There's another one. High relic count. Usually, a relic count's a good, kind of a good indicator for how long. Either that or they're... Because even if they're buying every single one, they still got to be around for a while to have accomplished that. And if they've been around for a while, they're labs, because that's... You can buy your stones and you know go zoom through some stuff, but you can't unless you buy a bunch of gems. You can't like you can't fast your way through you can't buy your way through labs. You got a time. That's a time sink. Of course, you can buy gems, but there's only so far that'll take you unless you got a big wallet strategy. Mad duration must be equal to summon if you have it synced. Other than that, it's pretty mad. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. You want to at least had the duration up as long as summon's up. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I have enough to get bot working yet, so 0.5 seconds is something useful. Oh, I mean, that is definitely true. If you haven't even unlocked and started things yet, might as well dump it into that. With bot presets so close around the corner, you can play that. You can play with that here later. I don't know why I looked at that again. We know it's max. Let me shut the tab down. I mean, like I said, they haven't said how far they'll be, but I wonder if our bracket is up on the tower. .lol. Because what are we at? 1370, and this has been started. Okay, yeah. So we're started. Let's see, comparisons. Yeah, I think once I unlock bot presets, I'm going to just remove everything from duration and see how far I can get bot range and cooldown. I switched when I had 45k medals. I think I could have done earlier. This is taking a while. The switch to like, yeah, just to what? Yeah, like to like an F bot spec or something, or away from G bot. Well, oh, I got so confused. Did I change target priority? Yes. So I wasn't in the summary like a prediction. Like I first got nervous. I was like the top 3 didn't even show my name, and I'm like scrolling down. I'm like, I don't see my name at all. And that's because I haven't been to champions in so long. It wasn't pulling data in the last 16. That's the first time that's ever happened. So yay, new milestone. I had to switch it to last 32 so that it could get champion data. And then the predictor puts me at first. So hopefully that's true. But it's been a good minute since I've been to champions. I don't know. Apparently more than 16 ago. But yeah, I changed priority. We got ranges first, and then like bosses and elites or something. Lost waves, but you got 20% coin increase. Oh, you switched to GBBB. You were GBFB before. Aha, okay. Yeah, I mean, to be like in these waves, if you can make, yeah, it's like the waves and farming. If you're making more coins, who cares? Now, if you're losing waves in tournaments, that sucks. That's why bot presets are gonna be awesome. If I stay after tournament, I'll get DW cooldown, and I'll have 60s. Next, nice, yeah, good luck on that. Grats. I hope you get to stay, and that you do get your cooldown to 65. That's what mine is. If I go into MVN spec, I have a 65-second sync. But it did not work for me, so I do not farm that way. Yeah, I need to do the math on the bots. The fact that they don't move on the same path makes me feel like it won't be a good move. Good math. Or hard to math, for sure, at the minimum. Like, yeah. Now, you can get them to overlap eventually, right? What are we doing damage-wise? 70Q. I wanted to see what it was regularly. 70 does not sound like much. Why is it only that low? Oh, we're not using Amp Strike. That's why. Okay. 70 as a base is not terrible. Alright, well, the Rangers are getting through at 1700 and shooting me, so you see them slowly chipping away. We don't have second wind up. Oh, we passed that guy. Did he fall out already? At 1500? Oh. I was expecting him to be closer to me. He was like, what did I say again? Hold on a second. 1518. Because he's been a wave 104 in tier 19. He just may not have a good build, even though he's got all those relics. If he's never broke out of... If he's never stayed in Legends before. It doesn't look like we had any other guys that have stayed in Legends before up in the top. So I may not really have any competition in this one. 29. I mean, unless they're sleepers. I didn't look at the sleepers. Let's go down there. No. No. Alright. Sorry, Champos. I keep hanging in Legends by the skin of my teeth. Yeah, I did that a few times. So it depends on the battle conditions. If the battle if there's no fast enemies, I was doing great. Boop. Heats, yeah, because it doesn't show us in a history. But if there's no fasts, like 22, 23, 21, 22, 23, I think there's no fasts. The 24... I'd have to go look at I can look at the wave count. So if it's 400, there's a fast involved. If it's 600, 700, then there's regular conditions that I could do better in. Basically, if there's no, long as there's not a fast. Fast is the bane of my tower at the moment. In Legends, anyway. Ranged are already starting to shoot. Yeah, I'm getting behind in chat. You saw that. You saw that at the same time I did, I think. But once the second wind kicks in, we'll have a little better regen. That eventually is so far away I can't even fathom. What's staying in Legends? Cooldown went up. Well, I only want to do that one to like 11, so I got to keep an eye on that. Battle conditions are hard. Laugh out loud waves are going to be high today. Waves aren't going to be high today in champ. My bracket has 1600 is 1, 1300 to promote. Wait. Oh, 16 to 1300 for promoting. Well, we're already 1800. He's all bark and no bite with those relics. I mean, it can be misleading. But those 254 was making me a little nervous because shoot, man. Even if you're buying the event passes, that's a long time. It's like almost all the relics. I think there's like 300 or something, right? Just that 303 or 298 or something like that. And I was like, and if you're buying all the event passes, you are strong. You got the medals. But I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. You see, he might be a good example of what I was talking about, though. Like, it's possible he's got all those because he did buy all the event passes and has all of his stuff in economy, like full G-bot to the max, and has nothing in F-bot. And then when bot presets go live, we're going to all be competing with people who don't... Not saying he's doing that for sure, but there's definitely people out there, right, that are all fully invested in G-bot. And then they're going to be able to finally do AmpBot or FBot, whatever, to their spec. One tourney, a guy forgot to run. That's the only reason I stayed. Yeah, that happened. That happens too. I had that happen. Let's see. 1569. He came out at 13. Yeah, I feel like economy players are getting a big buff. Workshop presets, bot preset. Yeah, so in same flip of the coin, like the guys that are strong in tournaments, they'll be able to now earn some more coins too, do some econ. But I feel like that's not as big of a game changer as people that are heavily focused on econ right now and weakening themselves or sacrificing their tournament performance that boost is going to feel better, more game-changing. I feel like, anyway. I don't know. I feel like it'd be more significant. All of a sudden, you're able to get good waves, but then again, like I was mentioning, since everybody's gonna be doing it, it could be flat. You may not see much. You may not see much in terms of your ranking. I mean, flat in the ranking. Waves will might boost, but your rank's gonna stay the same. Maybe. Also, at the same time, the Legends changes are coming too, right? They're supposed to be not Legends, sorry, tournament changes. They're supposed to be doing something changing with the tournaments in 29. So if all that happens around the same time, let's see if you turn this down, if that'll regen life back or not. No, it doesn't look like it's going to, so let's just go ahead and run it regular. Greenie has 291. Yeah, so I thought it was like 290. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Is the extra regen gonna help? Once I, actually die. Now I'm like, the thorns are killing those ranges and just wrecking them, so. And the scatters, everything's coming in and hitting the tower and getting pure thorns. They're all like, oh yeah, we forgot. We forgot these thorns hurt. Boom. Okay. Hold on a second. Where are we at? 51, so we're good. Just in case the regen wasn't enough, I was like, let's throw that back on. Yeah, so it's just barely. Look, let's hold the mouse right there. And we'll see how much. Okay, so we are out regenning them just barely. That's not going to last long. When did that go live? About 8:50? Okay. So for now, we're regenning them. Let's see how long that goes. Oh, there, it's coming back. I don't think the bosses are going to be an issue. I think it's going to be scatters, although we didn't get to 2000. So usually after 2000, I've noticed, late 1900s, and the last times we were in champs, that's when the scatters were really hurting. We might not get there, though, with the ranges, although we're regenning okay. You should probably demon mode to save the wall later. So you mean demon mode first and then nuke it later? Nuke's really good one when the bosses are wrecking us, because we can nuke the boss, but if it's other stuff, like it'll thin them out, but we're killing these guys mostly. I could see them dying. It's just they get to shoot us for a bit before they die. That's not good. The knockback resistance there is probably not helpful. But right now we're able to regen them, so we'll see how how long that's gonna last. Oh, just DM before the wall breaks, not after, so you can regen to full again. Yeah, so if we do ever miss, on the plus side, I can get the wall back before demon mode. Like it's on this 2 seconds before it. It's 298 for rebuild and 300 for the demon mode, right? So I guess I'm giving equation 200 waves. Is it waves or seconds? I don't know. I think it's seconds. What it it lasts just enough time, and then while it's invulnerable, during its invulnerable, we can do the card swap. So there's always that. But no, you're right. I definitely want to try to avoid having to do that. But I was just saying that there's a backup just in case while we're still invulnerable. Because with the region at 79 trillion, and if I take the card off during the 10 seconds of wave invulnerability, we'll get a big chunk of that back. It's got to be quick. Put it back on before. I was kind of expecting get overpowered by now. By 1900. I've been doing a lot of Reddit diving and a lot of discussion with people. Don't move to tier 13, 12 to 13, but get good enough to just skip 14. Was that your case? No, I definitely did 14 for a while. I want to say 13 is the one I did a little bit less. I was stuck in 11 and 12 for a long time, and I think I dabbled in 13 and moved into 14 pretty fast. I'd have to check my run history, but I want to say that's the way I feel like. Because I remember doing 14s for a while, and then doing 15 short runs, and then doing 14s. And then I slowly moved into 15 and did the same thing where I started doing short runs, 16s, with 15 long runs, which is where I'm at right now. Although I kind of fell back into 15 because it's a multiplier after the dissonant runs I just did. Now it's multipliers higher. So I actually make more coin. And with wave skip, we're getting them down to 8 hours. So I can do like a round 8-hour run 3 times a day. So that works out pretty good. With disco runs, it kind of changes a lot of things. Right, that's true too, because I was doing those tiers last year around December. So I lost also a big chunk of that data. There was a run tracker had the had like the hacker lock up the data and try to extort the. They tried to extort them like it was some kind of like banking finance information or something. And like, yeah, we're not going to pay you thousands of dollars for run data on the tower. That was funny. Before it was a huge jump to go from like 11k and T11, and then you'd be doing yes, exactly. That's almost exactly what like I did around the same in 13, and then moved into 14 pretty quick because I was just like, let me test it, and then I was like, oh hey, this is working out for me. But I was going from like 11,000 to like 4,500. But tier 14 and above, I feel like that was where it started making good coin for still doing a 4,500 wave run. It's just always, it just depends on your day and how often you can restart during the day. Like I can't spend all of my time on the game playing it, like doing like back in the days devoing and stuff like people used to do a build devo. Can't do that, but I can manage it and look over and be like, oh, the run's off because I work from home, so I can see the tablet is, oh, the run died, and just restart it. But I can't sit there and manage it or nothing. But so that makes it okay for me to be able to restart it every 4 or 5 hours. Some people can't do that. But it sucked doing like 10-hour 11k runs. All right, so We've almost gone an extra 100 waves. We're at 75 more waves right now since the second wind went off. Ooh, it was hurting. What was that? Oh, I think it was a ray. But now it's tough since there's the 3 times boost from Disco that is close to the jump in difficulty. Yeah, people can. You should be able to progress. I don't know. Progressing through the tiers must be different. Must be different than it was because you got to kind of go and do like the disco runs, like you was. Yeah, so you got to do your attack, your UW. Depending how far you get with them, you can boost your utility up, and that really can change what tiers you can farm, big time. Like for a while, 16 was higher multiplier than my 15 run. Or, well, I got more waves than 15, but the overall multiplier for the coin bonus on 16 was higher than 15. And then eventually I went back and redid them again, and now 6 or 15 is a higher coin multiplier than 16. So it actually makes more coin per hour when it gets to a full run versus 16. Not a whole lot. I mean, like 0.1 Q, so like 100 trillion. I mean, which is still, you know, good. It's still good, but it goes from like 0.65 to like 0.75 or something. 1.65, 1.75 Q. What are we? 10 waves away from 100 waves. So there's a good example. Second wind, we run like 100. It's like almost like the game doesn't start till second wind goes off. Not the end waves don't start until second wind goes off. That's when you got to start being like keeping an eye on it soon after that. Okay, so finally we're taking some damage, it looks like, from the ranges itself and not regenning it. The only notable thing is the way cells are calculated. Linear. It's harder if you can get. It's harder if you can't get enough utility. Yeah, you just have a look coin multiplier 12 and 11 is not as big of a problem when you can get the lab echo. Yeah, it really depends on how far you can get, how much your coin multiplier is, your disco runs. There's a lot of stuff in the equations now. I've sometimes thought about, because everyone else makes all these second towers that I was like never wanted to before, but now that so much is changing for the early game, kind of want to do it too, just to see, especially if it shouldn't take as long as it did for us. Because I was watching like their Zephyr and Sleek's ones they started this year, they're already powering through. They're way farther than I would have been in my first 6 months. The only notable thing is the way yes, and then the cells calculator. So that's the higher tiers, you get way more cells. That I noticed. It's almost worth doing. Like if the coins are close, but you get more coins on the lower tier, but you get way more cells. I feel like it's worth more on your time to do the cells, especially if it can help push you into the next multiplier bracket for one of the labs. Like right now, I'm doing all 5x. So it's kind of hard to get. I think there's a chart somewhere that shows how much you need, but the next one up to start doing a 6x is pretty expensive. Consistently, anyway. But I do need to work on my cells eventually. But that's one thing that's nice about doing higher tiers. You pull in a lot more cells. We did go back to full, and we just alleviated them for a good minute, but they're coming back. Let's go look at the bracket and see what anyone else is doing. So he's still moving. So if he's got another 100 waves, why would he come out so early? Unless he was, oh, I guess you do. Maybe he's got a similar situation. Came out second winded. But he's, you know, at least he's way back there behind. Or his second win card isn't that high, but I can't imagine if he's been that far. Surprised he's still moving though, dropping out at like, what was it, 15-13, and now he's at 1650 or something. Yeah, it's possible he doesn't have his second win leveled all the way, or second win. I keep saying his second win. Intro sprint. Could be possible he doesn't have his intro sprint leveled all the way. I don't know why I kept saying it's second win. Maybe he doesn't have max intro sprint. Yeah, that's what I... Thanks for correcting me again. Because I was bumbling that one. Ooh. Yeah, from 1 to 13, an elite can drop 1. The current tiers, so 11. Elite can drop from like 1 to 11. On 14, the minimum charges of like 6 or something. So 6, 14. Yeah, I don't know the whole maths. I'm bad at the maths. But I just know you get a lot more. $345 on health and $323 on that if you're talking about the enemy skips. Now if you mean like total wave skips, largest wave skip is 3. That's lame. Where's the thing that shows how many waves we've skipped total? Coins, cash, currency, enemies destroyed by. Maybe there isn't on this. Coin waves. Maybe there isn't on the end while you were running. Or I missed it up here. Nope. Records. Largest wave skip, 3. No, I meant for those ELS. Nice. ELS plus getting you to 100 more skips than me. ELS plus getting you 100 more skips than me. Haha. Oh, so you're like... Oh, I got about roughly 100 more, you mean? 345. I got 125 in the ELS plus. 1.25. I get like 200 with 1 point. And my G comp is... Whoop, wrong button. My G comp does have both ancestral stats. If that makes a difference. $19.98. Let's go. We're gonna party like it's 1999. Boom. Okay, so we hit 2K. 1652. Maybe he stopped. We're gonna come back and look at that. Maybe he stopped there. Which I think is what you were saying was number 1, right? Isn't what brackets you were seeing? A lot of them. It's in the 1600s, so we smashed that. The last time we were in champs, we were 88 overall, so that's what we'll have to see what that happens. Do we get a new record? The best I've ever done is 75th overall for champs. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but hopefully in the top 100 again. Got an idea too. Later on when we do the nuke, what we'll do is we'll nuke everything and then swap cards real fast to health. And that way it fully regens, and then we'll swap back on to health. And that way it restarts the the damage the ranges are doing. Because I don't think I'll regen full before they get built back up. We'll see. I don't know, maybe. We're regenning pretty good while they're shooting me right still, but... I'm going to leave the mouse right there as a little pointer. It's going down. I guess I can just see the number 83, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. So it is going back up and down. Yes. Regen back up, guys. Let's go. One thing I got to keep an eye on is if anyone notices, let me know. The chrono field. The chrono field technically is not 100% uptime. We're missing 5 seconds from the perk. And they say that G-Comp isn't efficient with chrono field, so it's not... There it is, dropped. 58, 59, 60. So we were still regenning while it was down, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. At least for these ranges anyway. Like we actually took more damage once it was up. And that's probably because this ray came alive. Oh, here we go. Let me turn this down so that I can get ready to do this. Demon mode. Comes the scatters. Unless 32, 31. Oh, so we are taking damage. Yeah, I don't think I can take it off when even just the ranges. I was trying to see if I can toggle through the range between like maybe the elites or whatever's dealing the most damage, but it doesn't. We might be able to. Like we're back up to 40. And if I toggle that, let's just try it. That'd be fun. No, let's not. We don't want to play. We'll do that later. Rays coming in. Blast. Took like a Q off. Oh, I wonder... You know, it'd be nice to have hit text like option for the enemies shooting you. Like how much I'm being hit. Like how much did that ray hit just do? That'd be neat. Alright, so we're not losing the ball yet. I thought it'd be down by now. $16.52. So yeah, he's done. The only guy I was worried about died. Alright, now we're finally getting somewhere. Let's just do it here. We'll just do it there. It was going down. Yeah, look how slow we're regenning. Whew, that's slow. That was slow, even with it up. I need to get more regen. Alright, now we're full. So what we'll do, like I said, I'm going to try that. We're going to do a nuke. We'll probably do it a little before it gets to the whatever that range was where it was draining. We'll probably nuke there, and then I'll try a card swap real fast to see how much quick life we can drain back up before the ranges respawn. Fujin, what's up, broski? How you doing? Good to see you. Did you run your run yet? And if so, how'd you do? Alright, let's slow this down so I can keep an eye on it. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good. Let's just go at like a 2.5 speed. It's not gonna be that fast, I don't think. Yeah, man. Guess what I did in Legends? I don't know. I feel 500. I don't want to overguess or underguess though. You know, so that's kind of high, right? Did you do good? 300? Not good. Fine. Because some people, somebody said they saw a guy in their bracket that had 340 waves, and he's never been to Legends before. It was his first time. I was like, what? The conditions must have been super favorable for that guy's bracket to do 340 on his first Legends run. 520, yes. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like 500 is a good one. Let's go. Congrats. Now, where is that placing you, though? New PB with an extra 106. Nice. Where's your rank? Because unfortunately, I've seen some people say they saw demotions up to 800. It's crazy. Hopefully yours is not that bad. Yeah, stay. That's all that counts. Yeah. I need to get back in there. I mean, we're going back. Everyone else is dead. I don't think there's anyone else running that's not, that's been there before. Alright, boom. Let's do that. Alright, so everything's gone. I probably shouldn't have done it right now, should I? Because there's a boss coming, isn't there? Oh, they're hitting me too hard. Dang, they were already through. That did not give it enough time. I was hoping the nuke would give me enough time to before the ranges got back all over it. Okay, let's see if we can quickly. Nope. About to drop again. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Oh well, we're just gonna have to wait. We just have to wait till we die. Goodbye, crew world. Dun dun dun. Alright, 2064. Not bad. Not with these conditions, that wasn't bad. It's not, unfortunately, a new high rank for Champion League, but these weren't good conditions at all, so I'm surprised I got that high, to be fair. Now, the question is how high is that compared to the rest of the Champion League? I wonder where that's going to place overall rank. Who are these guys again? Oh yeah, no, they're just champions and champions. Okay. Yay! Ta-da! That was a good run. We smashed those guys. I'm not gonna run in the back again. There's no point to run that again. But maybe we'll try another tier 19 real quick while we're in spec. See if we can slip our way magically through. Oh yeah, look at all them. Nail Bomb. Nail Bomb is 23rd with 520 waves in my bracket. Oh, so you're asking if it's Fujin because your name... I think his name's Fujin. That would be funny if you're in your bracket. Small world, it happens. In fact, sometimes I'll have people jump in the stream and be like, hey, I just saw you're in my bracket. And then I see you're streaming. We don't really need to level that, but we're going to do it. Okay, we'll level that one. That's some more UW damage. UW. You are JGU Fujin. Yes. Yeah, I thought I saw your name in a screenshot before. I didn't remember the first part. Or maybe you were in the bracket with Coil. Actually, I think. Did you ever get in one with Coil? Might have been Waris. I don't know. But yes, welcome everybody. We're going to do a quick, we're just going to do like it's tier 19 for fun and see what happens. If you saw my stream last time, it wasn't good. We're going to just do it for funsies. Hope everyone's having a good day. We got a little time to waste. Yes, you did. Yeah, I was about to say, I think, because I've watched his stream a few times. Alright, so you get a commander in the beginning. Oh yeah, we don't need ranges up here. Well, we could use them, but we can need fasts up here. The darn fasts. Did I put them first? I should have put them first. No. Oh, and of course it's another one. JGU Denols. How many waves did you get in champs? You for real? What's JGU? That's something, that's an inside club I don't know about. Yeah, we're gonna need bot resets, I think, before we can do this one. We got 2064. These guys have all finished the runs. Who just moved? Was it this guy? Doom? Nope, I ain't worried about Doom. I don't think I'm worried about any of these guys. I'm the only crazy. All the former legends have never stayed before. Except for me. I'm the only weirdo that got bumped out of my bracket. I had a pretty poor bracket. And got wrecked by those last conditions. Tags Guild, Just Guessing University. Oh. You know, I should have known that. Drew totally forgot that for some reason. Yeah, nothing good, so we're done. Oh well, it was worth the fun. How'd your tournaments go? Also did a new PB on T19 Wave 203. Nice! I just did 210. 282 is the best. I gotta get the right perk. Best day for my tower since its birth. Yeah, so you got Legends, and then you're staying in at a brand new PB there and surviving, which is always good. And then new PB on your farm run, or not farm, your milestones. That's good. What comes after that on tier 18? Oh, 700 more waves for gems? That's a long way. What does this one give? I don't think it's something that good. 16 was awesome. All right. Waiting for tags mini count to jump online and bracket up. Need to hurry though because happy hour starts at 5 p.m. Yes, sir. Is there anyone live right now? Let's see. Am I the only one streaming? Let's see. I don't see anybody that's on my subscription list. Shadow Saber in a bit. Yeah, I was saying, let's go jump over and check them out, but there's no one streaming. Well, they will be here soon. Because we're not gonna go back and do another run. We're done. There's no reason to run another one. We conquered this bracket. I was expecting to get first place, if not second, maybe. So, good thing there. Now I'm kind of curious how the rest of the Champion League is turning out. Boop, boop. We're going to get back to farming. Fetch, summon. Alright guys, if I saw somebody streaming, I'd call them out and say go check them out. But there's nobody live right now, so just keep an eye on the YouTubes, and I will see you in the next person's stream today. Thanks for tuning in for the support, and we'll see you guys in next week or this weekend. Yeah, we'll be back on this weekend. We'll be back in Legends. So, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you.